What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X Dive weekly update video. So this week, it looks like every server is getting the same update in terms of what's happening in global, and we're going to be featuring the classic base and classic Mega Man event once again. Well, I should say units, because we're getting the Mega Man Thunderbeam version this time, as opposed to classic Mega Man as the featured unit. But let's take a look. Coming to all servers of the global version this week of Mega Man X Dive, the special event stage, SW number 001. I don't know if that's actually a classic Mega Man reference right there to specifically like base or Mega Man. I have no idea what that means, to be honest. I'll fight against base from the classic series. The event will provide the usual rewards, plus enough memories to unlock the A-rank character, Mega Man Thunderbeam version, which is nice. It's just another free A-rank unit that we'll get to have, which is always good. And I believe that Thunderbeam Mega Man, that's from Mega Man 8 if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, no, Thunderbeam? Maybe not. I was thinking of Clown Man's. No, I think it is. I thought that was Thunder Claw though. Because if I remember correctly, that's the color scheme for the weapon used by Clown Man when you use it as classic Mega Man. But regardless of that, we are getting a new version of classic Mega Man. So for those of you who like classic Mega Man, you might be looking forward to this. And it's another free unit, so I'll definitely take it. I like me some Mega Man. Base himself joins the D block through his own gotcha capsule. It is shared with the Mega Man Thunderbeam version and the S-Rank machine gun assault rifle. Base is packed with some classic moves like charge shot and booster kick. Its passive skills, it grant increased damage to bosses and the ability to gain invulnerability when you hit an invulnerable target, among many others. And that's true. I actually really like classic base quite a lot. Once more, the classic Mega Man capsule is getting a rerun of features classic Proto Man, Roll, Super Mega Man, and the Air Buster. There's a daily free 10 pull with it too. So I'm assuming that the daily free 10 pull isn't with the banner that I would prefer it to be on. I'm assuming it's going to be with the classic Mega Man, Proto Man, Roll, and Super Mega Man Air Buster banner, as opposed to the base banner. Yeah, I would just prefer it to be the base banner, because that's just a bigger pool to get more units, realistically. I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter all that much, because I wasn't going to pull in here, so patches are always nice. And there's still some stuff in the regular pool that I would still like. But one of the bigger things, well, not really a bigger thing, but one of the story events actually ties into this, because I think we got some things quite a bit out of order. One of the story stages references classic base, but it didn't make much sense to a lot of people because we haven't had this event yet, which is actually interesting that the events tie in with the main story. How they reference is like, oh, this must be the person that base was telling us about. Just like, what are you talking about? But because I played the Taiwan version, I already had knowledge of it, but I know some people were kind of confused about that. That's pretty much it for the month of April. Something bits keep happening in May. Keep guys build the Nebula social media accounts and recommend corner for more news soon. So I was under the impression that something was going to happen at the end of this month, but I guess that's happening at the end of May instead. But regardless, let's go take a look at classic base and Thunderbeam Mega Man. Alright, so we're taking a look at classic base. I have him at 1 star over here in my Taiwan account because I got full free memories for him at some point. They were giving it away. I don't really remember. It's not all that important. But actually, really, like I said, I really like classic base. There's a lot of characters I really like in this game, but let's take a look at base. Charge shot, just your boxing a charge shot. He can fully charge it to do a lot of damage, or he can not fully charge it to do a little bit of damage. Pretty kind of stuff there. However, the skill chip with it, dynamic destruction, inflicts slow by 36% when hit with hitting the target with full charge. Weapon seal has a chance to render the target. Oh no, it's not a chance, it just renders it unable to use a weapon when you hit it with full charge. Oh, that's cool. And then we have continuous fire. When shooting maximum charge, you will discharge multiple enemy charges at the same time. It will take 72% attack damage. And this one is probably going to be the one that most people have on, just because it amplifies your damage by quite a bit. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, but like, you want to just, I'd rather kill things with this rather than have them live and, you know, just have them be CC'd. Now, next up we have Booster Kick. Perform an upward diagonal flying kick that causes damage. And you take no damage while that skill is active. So this is like your little movement skill. I don't remember if he used this in Mega Man and base. We don't remember. However, skill chips for it. Arm Destruction reduces the target's attack by 30% when it connects. That's pretty juicy. Skill Seal. After hitting, render the target unable to use skills. And for those of you who are familiar with Proto EXE, you know how annoying this is. Assuming you live his combo, of course. And Soft Spot. After hitting with Shockwave, render the target immobile. I'm not sure what it means with Shockwave, because this doesn't have a Shockwave to my knowledge. And I'm assuming it just means just hitting with this. Renders it immobile, which is still quite nice. Even if it's not a, you know, not skill suit, because you can immobilize them and that's free damage to make use of. So let's take a look at the passives. First up, we have Bacinium. I don't know if I said that right. Regardless, it's not real. So reduce damage taken by 10%. So you have a little bit of inherent damage reduction. That's quite nice. We have Mobility. The preparation time of charge shot reduced by 20%, and when hitting a target with maximum charge, there's a chance the runner unable to use a weapon. So you have an inherent chance to make them unable to use a weapon. So then you won't necessarily even need to have weapon steal on your weapon anyway, unless you just I guess want to guarantee that. But you have a chance to do that on top of shooting multiple shots, assuming you have this unit at 5 stars. Next up, we have Self-Awareness, which is actually pretty interesting to me. When your target is a boss character, increased damage you deal by 10%. When above 50% HP, damage increased by 10%. So, just inherently, you have a 10% damage amplification in base's kit. But if your target is a boss, you have a 20% simply because they exist as a boss, which is nice for stages that have bosses, obviously. So maybe boss rush, Jakob stages, you know, etc., etc. We have Mobility. The preparation time Booster Kick is reduced by 20% when hitting a target with Booster Kick. There's a chance to render the target unable to use skills. So if you want, you know, if you do have the soft spot for the Immobilized, there's a chance to also have them not able to use skills alongside that, which I think is extremely nice if you happen to trigger this. Just having soft spot there is nice as it is, but if you get the RNG to hit the nullify skills, that's pretty good too. And then Animosity. This is actually very, very interesting. When you hit an invulnerable target, you gain invulnerability status as well. This effect can only be triggered again after 3 seconds. So if you hit something that's invulnerable, you know, iframes, you will also trigger your own iframes. So it's like base is just like, hey, I like this, I'm taking this. However, there's a bit more. This effect will not work on targets that are immune to debuffs. There is that. But when you are attacked, there's a low chance this skill will activate on a 3-second and the cooldown will not apply. So there is a chance when you get hit, you can just become immobile as it is. And this is actually shared with Super Base as well. So that's quite nice. And let's take a quick look at the DNA for Classic Base. So first up, we have Constant Kick. Increase the number of booster kick you can perform by 1. So you can just kick twice. Or I think you only get 1 charge of the booster kick. Sonic Break. Become accelerated after using a booster kick, increasing movement speed by about 40%. You know, that's always good. Good for race mode. Gives you a little bit of mobility, or just in PvP when you just want to kick someone and then you just want to go fast afterwards. And then finally, we have Enhanced Mobility. Increase the damage rate of boost kick by 20%. Double the trigger rate that renders a target unable to use weapons and skills and mobility. The first effect is really nice. The second effect, it doesn't really mean anything to me because, again, we don't know what the chance of that even triggering is, right? So it says, you know, double the chance to trigger it, but what if that's like a 2% chance when it goes up to 4%? But I won't know because I can't see the numbers. And let us check the unique DNA of base real quick. and it's called Conservative Fighting. When you hit an invulnerable target, recover 12% of your HP. This effect can only be triggered again after a 6-second cooldown. Now, this is actually very, very interesting, because what this allows you to do is, if you're using this in PvP, you know, your opponent pops Chameleon Chip, they pop Sigma's iframes or something, and you don't lose anything by hitting them, technically. Yes, you will use like your ammo, you might use a skill or what have you, but you will regain 12% of your HP, and you will also become invulnerable for a short period of time as well. So that's actually very, very nice. The issue with that is hitting someone while they're invulnerable, and you know, not getting one-tapped by the units that are available, and because that's going to be a very big thing going forward, is how fast you can kill the opposition before they kill you. And we're going to take a look at this as well, because Classic Base does have his own card. We'll likely not be getting this when he drops in Global, I assume, just because this was released very, very recently in the Taiwan version. However, the unique passive to Classic Base is Such Ego, increase effective self-awareness by 30%. So what was that? It was 10% chance, or 10% increased damage, so it was the 13% on each. So a potential 26% damage on bosses. It's not bad. And Adversity Amplification, when HP is below 50%, increased damage by 6%. This one isn't too bad either, especially if you get his unique DNA passive, because you can kind of maintain your HP and your iframes with his kit, but you can also end up recovering HP as well. So that's very, very nice. Now over here, we are taking a look at Mega Man Thunderbeam version, and of course his intro is going to be the same as classic Mega Man, because it's just a palette swap appearance wise of classic Mega Man. However, the skills are quite different. So we have Thunderbeam shoot 3 lightning beams out at the same time to deal damage to the target. And it's actually pretty interesting, because even though this is a Mega Man variant, it doesn't have the charge shot. So let's take a look at the chips. Convergence shot increases the range of Thunderbeam by 15%, with slightly reduced beam angle between the beams. So if you look here, you can see that the beam angles are reduced, as opposed to if I click this, they're a lot more spread out. So there's a lower chance that you hit all 3 beams on a single target. So that's actually very, very nice. We have penetration enhancement, penetrates all targets along its path, and the damage is 24% after the penetration. That's whatever, it doesn't exist really. And then EM Sensor, Thunderbeam will travel over a distance before relocking to the nearest target to attack. Now this one is interesting, because we're saying like it'll hit something, or like, well, not hit something, but you shoot it, it'll go for a little while, and then it'll lock onto something else, and then target them. I'll lock onto them. I don't really know how useful that is. I like this one a lot, because it increased range and tighter angle. That's me. Over here we have Lightning Bolt. Some lightning bolts to attack enemies in range, and this one is somewhat similar to the Ray Arrow. Animation wise, it doesn't doesn't shoot all the rays at all the lightning at once like that. But over here we have Power Increase, increase the damage rate by 5%. Lightning Conductor, focus the range of lightning bolts to make it easier to cause damage to multiple enemies. I don't think you can really see it here. You can't really see it, but because it's like a it's an AoE attack. What this does is it makes it tighter, so that you have more chances of hitting the target multiple times, or more enemies near you. And this one is Thunderclap, increases the number of thunders by 100%, increase the range of Thunderclap by 20%. Now I don't know why it says increase the number of thunders by 100% and then increase the range of Thunderclap by 20%, because this is called Lightning Bolt, not Thunderclap. This chip right here is called Thunderclap. This is called Lightning Bolt. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. So over here with Complete Penetration, lightning bolts can now go through terrain and barriers, which is actually very, very nice. Showtime, and I'll take any damage when using Lightning Bolt. Buster Mastery. increased damage when equipping a buster, and paralyzing current. When you hit a target with a skill, there's a chance for the target to become immobile, which you would kind of expect from hitting things with electricity, to be honest. Now, I think this Mega Man has DNA. Ah, he does. Cool. So let's take a look at that. Increases the effective Buster Mastery by 40%, so that's not bad. Buster ability reduces damage taken when equipping the Buster by 15%. And then Charging Boost reduces the preparation time of Thunder Beam Lightning Bolt by 20%. Which, that's not too bad for using a unit, you know. Like, there's nothing crazy here, but things that'll all help him. And his unique passive should be the same as Classic Mega Man, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Auto Repair. One attack, gain recover HP equal to 60% every attack. This can only be triggered again after 3-second cooldown. This is kind of okay. I mean, like, it's not bad. It's just that it sucks that it's one where you're triggered, because if you're taking more damage than you're recovering, you're still losing a net gain of damage. Like, if I take a hit and that's 24% of my HP, but I regain back 6%, that's not really enough to, you know, to even out. Like, I'm still losing, right? Because I'm still taking 18% of my my attack per hit, or 18% of my HP per hit, assuming that they're, you know, within 3-second intervals. All right, hello. This is probably going to be a little bit different because I'm recording this very far in advance compared to when I would usually record my usual update videos for X-Dive, because they released a new character trailer on Friday rather than like the Sunday morning like they usually do for me, EST. So I have no idea what the update is going to contain for this upcoming week, but we have a new Dive Festival character revealed, and it is going to be, I don't know how to say the name, Eritoire, maybe? She's the older sister of Joy Claire and Angie, so let's see what this has in store for us. Okay, she has pink and blue hair, I like it. I've seen her before, but I haven't seen like her actual model. I've only seen like the little cut in for her. Wow, she is very, very fan servicey. Sacred Realm, dealing continuous damage to all targets in range, enhance damage, defense status. Okay. When a Divine Spirit is summoned, damage increased and damage taken is reduced. Okay. So she's all about mitigation. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, is that a new PvP stage? Better advantage in a longer battle. I don't know what that means. Wow, we got like no... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I feel like we got like nothing out of that. Alright, hold on. Okay. Yeah, continuous damage. Okay, so it sets up a field, kind of. Reminds me of the Gate of Destiny from Digimon, Magna Angemon. And Spirit. Okay, does that work as a shield as well? Like, I can't... Okay, it looks like it works as a shield as well, because UAX is hitting it for 0 damage? Maybe you're invincible while that's up? I can't tell. Well, because the first one, you're invincible, but then the second one, for a little bit, you can take some damage. I don't know. She looks interesting. Oh, her eyes are a very, very interesting color. It's like orange and red, or yellow and red. Wow. Very, very warm colors. She's interesting. I'm probably gonna pull for her. It's because I have her 2 siblings already, so I figure I might as well. And it's a Dive Festival, so that's like the best time to pull. Let me know what you guys think about, oh God, Eritoire. I don't know how to say her name. If anyone knows how to say her name, I guess you guys can let me know. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about whatever's happening in this update. Like I said, I don't know because I haven't recorded it yet because I'm recording this Saturday morning, and we'll we should have the other information, at least for global and some other stuff on Sunday. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Later.